Just a quick video, just want to talk about trend lines, how to draw them and how to use them. So I always like to start on the weeklies, the monthlies, higher time scales really, because they're the trend lines that are the most reliable. If you're doing a trend line on a 5 minute, it's only going to be good for, you know, a good amount of hours really. But if you think of like a weekly or a monthly, it would have taken weeks or months or sometimes even years to develop. So here we have dollar yen on the weekly, and there's a couple of trend lines in here. So if we draw them out, and then we'll explain sort of how to draw them. So first one we can see here. So we've got touch, 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 touch. This is obviously the breakout, which was again the retest, retest, and retest. It's really important to treat trend lines like zones, especially when you're looking at sort of the weeklies and the monthlies. I like just to do what works, what I feel works, and that's normally the very high. So the ends, the tops of the wicks is where I find it more reliable for my strategy. Some people like to do them on the bodies of the candles. So for instance, you would start, let's see here. So you would start sort of here and then run it through here. But I prefer the wicks. There's another trend line here, so you can see it. It's quite interesting here because obviously we've got 1, 2, 3. I always like to do the number 1 and number 2, and then number 3 is normally where price is going to head to. A rejection off number 3 is the most accurate, and then when you get to 4 it's slightly more unreliable. If we zoom in here, there'll be something like that. Easy, really easy to spot on the weeklies. And then when you go down a time scale, so now if we go down to the daily, we can always tidy them up. So that spike there, you can see that would have just been on an open, market open. So I'd do something like that, which is fairly clean. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then again you've got something on the top. So neaten it up. You can see on this one, just done on the highs, and it's sort of broken through here, but no closures, which is important. So just from this, we can see we're at an interesting level for dollar yen. We could either have a break of this and then a retest and then a long trade up to sort of this monthly resistance at 111, or we could see a breakdown of this and then maybe even a breakdown of this down to the recent lows at 106. So dollar yen's interesting, and you've got obviously, you know, you've got these trend lines which, you know, make when you are looking at price, it just makes it so easy to analyze. I'd never go off trend lines. That would never be an entry. But it's a great confluence factor. So if you put this with maybe your EMAs, with your support, with your resistance, maybe with your Fibonacci levels or another indicator, it's a great indication to go long or short.